Welcome to Everything Creepy. Turn off the lights, cuddle up tight, and enjoy the story. You want the truth? The real dirt and blood truth? Not the kind you get on brochures or YouTube channels with shiny drone footage of pine-covered ridges and misty lakes. I've been a ranger in the Northern Cascades for 31 years. I've buried colleagues. I've zippered up bags with things inside them that didn't look entirely human anymore. And I've seen shit that'll claw at the inside of your skull for the rest of your life if you stare too long. So I made rules. Not the kind they print in the guidebooks. These are the rules I live by, not because I'm superstitious, but because I've broken some of them and lived to regret it. I'm not saying these rules will save you, but if you're out here long enough, alone enough, far enough from cell towers and city lights, something will notice you. And if you make the wrong move, it might just decide you don't get to leave. So pay attention. Rule 1. If you hear whistling after dark, don't whistle back. It doesn't matter how human it sounds. It doesn't matter if it mimics a tune you know. Don't respond. We lost a volunteer named Sean back in 2003. Sweet kid, worked summers while he studied forestry. One night he went to secure a fire road gate near Miller's Hollow. Said he heard someone whistling "Pop Goes the Weasel." He whistled back. We found his truck still idling the next morning. Doors open. No Sean, but there were footprints leading into the woods. Big ones, four-toed, barefoot. We followed them for over 5 miles. Then they just stopped. Like whatever made them had taken off into the air. We never found Sean. That night, something whistled the same tune outside my cabin. I didn't answer. Rule 2. If a trail disappears that was there yesterday, don't try to find it. Some parts of the forest shift. You won't read about this in scientific papers. Cartographers pretend it's a data error. But I've watched with my own eyes as whole trails vanish overnight. There was a ridge route east of Decker's Bluff that I used for years. One day it was just gone. No overgrowth, no signs. Like it had never been cut. A group of hikers tried to bushwhack where they thought it should be. Only one came back. She was barefoot, shaking, clothes torn to hell. All she said before she stopped speaking entirely was, "The trees moved." Rule 3. Never follow voices at night. Doesn't matter if they sound like a crying child, your buddy, or your own damn mother. If a voice is calling from the woods, you keep walking. Most things that hunt out here have learned one simple truth. If it sounds human, we'll go running. Especially if it's a kid. Don't they mimic? And once you're off trail, you're in their world. You won't find your way back. And if you do, you won't come back whole. Rule 4. Avoid the north slope between 3 and 4 a.m. I can't explain this one. It's just wrong. Electronics die. Compasses spin. Radios pick up whispers. One of our drone pilots flew over it once at 3:17 a.m. The feed went black for exactly 43 seconds. When it came back, the drone was 400 feet higher and facing the opposite direction. The onboard GPS registered the unit as being in Arizona. We don't fly there anymore. Rule 5. Don't acknowledge the man in the tan hat. He'll show up on the edge of your firelight, just standing. You'll want to ask if he's lost. If he needs help. Don't speak to him. Don't wave. Don't even look too long. Just keep your fire fed and your eyes on your own boots. He doesn't like being seen. And if he realizes you can see him, he'll follow you back. We had a seasonal worker who saw him 3 nights in a row. She quit on the 4th, moved back to Detroit, took up a job as a mail sorter just so she'd never have to walk in woods again. Rule 6. Don't camp near the lake on a windless night. If the trees aren't moving, but the water ripples, get away. The locals say something ancient sleeps there, something that wakes only when the wind dies. I don't know what it is, but I've seen the mist rise up in perfect rings, like something's breathing beneath the surface. One camper ignored the signs, left his tent too close. The next morning, all we found was the tent, unzipped from the inside, and a trail of water leading deep into the brush. Rule 7. Trust the dogs, always. We use trained search and rescue dogs. Smart, loyal, experienced. If a dog refuses to go down a path or starts whining at a seemingly empty clearing, turn around, now. They see things we don't, sense things we can't. I had a black lab named Ruckus, brave as hell. He once dragged me away from a ravine I hadn't seen in the dark. Saved my damn life. One night he froze mid-step, staring into the dark. Hackles raised. Wouldn't budge. That was the night the trees started whispering. Rule 8. If you wake up with pine needles in your mouth, leave the woods immediately. Doesn't matter if you camped on a clean tarp or in a raised tent. If you wake up and taste bark, get out. Something marked you. I've seen people ignore this rule. They get slow, confused, like the forest starts rearranging itself in their minds. Eventually they wander off trail, walk in circles, forget their names. They always walk north. We don't follow them anymore. Rule 9. Don't look at the moon through the trees on the equinox. I know how that sounds, but there's something about the way the light filters down like it splinters. Like it reflects something it shouldn't. I had a rookie do it once, swore the moon blinked at him. Next day, he wouldn't stop sketching circles with eyes in the center. Hundreds of them, all over the ranger station, he transferred. Or maybe he didn't. His paperwork disappeared. Like he was never on the schedule. Rule 10. Don't break the circle. If you ever find yourself inside a ring of stones, twigs, mushrooms, anything that looks like it was arranged with intention, don't disturb it. Don't step over it. Don't mock it. And for the love of God, don't break it. There are things older than memory that walk these woods. Things that remember when humans still huddled in caves. That circle isn't there for you. It's there to keep something else in. You don't want to find out what happens when it's free. I know how this all sounds. Like the ramblings of an old man gone too long in the trees. Maybe that's what I am. But I'm still here. Others aren't. You don't have to believe any of it. Most folks don't. But next time you find yourself out in the deep woods, miles from any road, your phone battery dying, night settling in like a shroud, and you hear a whistle that sounds just a little too close, just a little too perfect, you'll remember this, and maybe then you'll follow the rules. If this gave you chills, hit subscribe for more stories that blur the line between reality and the impossible. And remember, just because it sounds unbelievable doesn't mean it isn't true.